Mhm. Anyway. Hi. Day 201. We got over 200 days. Every single day. Today's gonna be a slow day, right? It's gonna be a Monday. Well, going to be. It is Monday. And everybody should be fucking dead tired and dead inside from going to work. I'm not all that dead tired. I went to bed super late last night. It's like 4 a.m. when I woke up 7, so I only got 3 hours, but I feel super well rested. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Hi, Juice. Walkers. I need to pop my upper back. Oh, that felt good. Hope your Monday has been good so far, Juice. So I can ruin it! Ha 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 ha! Obviously, I never want to ruin your Monday. I lost one. Also, when I was playing your character yesterday on Baldur's Gate, hi Wrath, hi B-Top. I wanted to test things. So I knew, well, okay, I assumed you had hand crossbows. You did not have hand crossbows, so I ended up just being on your character for no reason. But you did have the acid ring that was important to the build I was testing. Hammy stretch. Bum, 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 bum. Links. I have been very interested in making like an on-hit build lately. Lost one. And 410 start. And so I needed a level 12 character to test it. So I loaded up our old save file. "20 seconds. Yeah, I got rid of the hand crossbows because you kept giving me shit. You actually got rid of them because of that. I do think it's weird for a paladin to be using them. 40 seconds. You were using a crossbow, which, you know, I can see that. I can see the, like, Holy Crusader crossbow. 60 seconds. I love this music. it's really good for my build to have them? I know why. I know why dual crossbows was good for you. Now that I know more about the game, it makes sense. You've got the extra radiant damage per hit, so doing more hits is not bad. 30 more seconds. Fuck. 25 more seconds. 20 more seconds. High error. 15 more seconds. Ow. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Yulin bullying found one again for their build? No, I'm actually not bullying him at all. We are discussing it, but no bullying has happened. I made no comments about the concept of a paladin in full armor shooting dual crossbows like he's Vayne or something. We didn't comment on that at all, Gale. I gotta break my legs just briefly. No, so Gale was actually there. I was talking in Foss's chat about finding an on-hit build. And Gale and Foss are just like, just play monk. Just play monk, bro. What are you doing? Just play monk. And I was like, guys, I don't want to play monk. I think I found something that's pretty good. That I'm pretty happy with. It was mainly me. Just do monk, bro. Gale was definitely like, bro, just play monk. It's like a million on-hit stuff, just play monk. And Foss was like, yeah, you should probably just play monk. Okay. I think I muted in time for that. Alright, we gotta recalibrate. Everybody look away. I'm gonna hide behind nothing, because there's nothing here, but... Bum bum bum. My feet too close together? No, they're about good. A little close. I feel like I'm a... Oh, it's not full screen, that's why. Okay. I can turn this banger off even though I love it. And then... You know what, we're going right into another banger though. It's not that bad. This might be a little loud. Tell me if it's loud for you guys. Where's Chatterino? There we go. Just play monk. It's as dumb as 9 monk, 3 rogue, and that's it. BRB, any on hit build you can do, monk can do better. This has to be loud, right? There's no way this isn't loud for you guys. But I'm waiting for somebody to, like, say it is. Very loud? Alright. That's probably good. Monks are just stupid on the amount of damage they deal, the bottom air. So, the build I've been looking at, the one I kind of like fell upon that I was like, the next time I play, I want to play this. I really like how this looks. It's 5 Ranger, 4 Rogue, and 2 Druid. And then, it has 1 floating point that can kind of go wherever. I think it would be best in, I think, Rogue, because then they get the, like, evasive maneuverability or whatever. But if you have 5 in Ranger, you've got hand crossbow proficiency. And at level 5, you'll get the extra action. And at like level 4, you get a feat. I think at level 3, you can choose the archery specialization, or marksman, whatever, the subclass. And so that for one of your actions, you can do like a double hit thing, so you can hit somebody and then hit somebody next to them. And then at level 2, you get +2 to every like archery thing you do. For Rogue, you go to 4 for the feat, you go to 3 for the extra bonus action. So with the extra action, extra bonus action, you'll be shooting 4 arrows a turn. And then 2 Spore Druid for the necrotic on-hit stuff. Talking about feat again. I can't believe Zoe doesn't know how to spell. I don't want monk. The thing is, I want it to be ranged. If you want druid, you can go 7 monk, 3 rogue, 2 druid. If I could do the monk thing with hand crossbows, I would. But I'm pretty sure specifically monk is like monk weapons. And it's very much like you cannot do this with hand crossbows. Oh. I actually didn't know it applied to unarmed. I guess I would have expected it to, but yeah, I just want a turn where I'm just like pew 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 pew, and that's like every turn I do. Something I tried yesterday was 2 ranger, 2 druid, 8 cleric, and that way you get the divine smite on your first hit, but you only have 1 attack. And so like I did 55 damage in 1 attack, which felt strong. That doesn't feel too bad. But like, it's just 1 attack, which just feels not good for an on-hit thing. The Divine Smite was Pog, though. The Divine Smite felt really good. Divine Smite would be too good if you had, like, more than 1 attack a turn. The things that would be nice to fit into the build is obviously, like, an extra attack, which fighter can get 2 extra attacks, I think. But you gotta go deep fighter for that, and did you run Hex? No. I'm not entirely sure what Hex is. My first thought is the Curse that has a chance to do extra damage on hit. Not a chance, but you will do extra damage on hit. Extra 1d6 necrotic per hit. This is a spell, right? This is like you curse the enemy and hex them. Yes, bonus action concentration. Oh, actually, I'm forgetting. I can put Cleric in there also, which is a concentration. Okay, so where does Hex come from? Do you get that from... Could you get that as 5 Ranger? Because I had forgotten that there was 1 Cleric. Because then you can give yourself radiant damage per hit for 3 turns as a concentration. If enemy dies for your concentration, you can reapply Hex without spending spell slots. Does it cost an action to apply it and reapply it? No, it's a bonus action to apply it. Is it a bonus action to reapply it? Warlock or Bard or Magic Initiate feat? Both are bonus actions? I feel like this would just do the same thing as the Hunter's Mark from Ranger, right? Like, can you have both of them? Hex also applies disadvantage to checks on an ability you choose? Oh. Because I know, Ranger, they have like fucking 3 things. They've got like Hunter's Mark. They've got one that adds 1d6 damage per hit. Cannot have both because both are concentrations? Yeah. How deep do you have to go into Bard or Warlock for that? Hi, Demi. Hi, Kersey. Hi, Global. One Warlock or 6 Lore Bard or 10 other Bard? Who is it? Hoi hoi. Are you still up, Demi, or have you are you actually up for the day? Because anytime I see you, it's like you get home crazy late and then you're going to bed like early morning. Boom, boom, boom. I was super lazy yesterday. I did not record a video. I've changed a little bit. Also, so I can start the Selene has been assassinated. Yeah, she has had her contract terminated. I'm really hoping that we see like the Galactic Kirin VTuber announcement for VShojo in the next week. 4 a.m. sleep. That's about exactly when I went to bed. I don't know what it is yesterday. I did not sleep long in VR. But we played Baldur's Gate 3 yesterday. And then I just stayed up for a bunch more after that. I was just like, oh man. I have a question. Why do you care about things like VShojo? I don't particularly care about VShojo. There are people in VShojo I care about. I care more about the individual VTubers, right? And so Selene, most people like her. Like, she's one of the like big corporate VTubers that a lot of people are like, literally one of the better ones. And she has just been fucking done absolutely dirty by Niji Sanji. Nobody's happy with Niji Sanji right now. The joke, though, is that VShojo is being a fucking retirement home for a lot of Hololive and Niji Sanji girls. Hi, Strog. And so, like, everybody's hoping, now that Selene has had her contract terminated and will never stream again, that we see them again under a different company, because it's very likely they go there. Oh! Hi, Jewel. How are you today? You were playing Universe Sim. And I was like, what the heck is this thing? Huh? Hi, True Mainer. I take it was your day off and you're heading to bed. Most of the question stems from that I think I have next to zero interest in any big creators, VTubers, etc. It wasn't? Oh, you just... I see. Like, I'm aware of them, but have no capacity to be interested. There's some of them that, like, I knew them when they weren't big. And so it's like, even though I never watched them, there's either like, hi, Harry. There's either, I know this person. And to see them grow big has been really cool. There's been a lot of like, my friend knows them. And so, friend of a friend, I'm rooting for them. There's a lot of times you just see like their story and you're like, wow, that's cool. And I'm happy for them. That's about the extent of I care for big VTubers. The moment somebody can't respond to me in chat, I lose a lot of interest in watching them. Hi, Nick. Counter argument, what is VShojo? VShojo is like one of the big 3 VTuber agencies. So there's Hololive, Niji-Sanji, and VShojo. I would say those are the big 3. I could be pretty wrong on that. I'm expecting call. You'll have an amazing day. I hope the call is nice and easy. I had to make a phone call this morning. It fucking sucked. I called my well, I didn't call my dentist. I called a dentist. And I was like, do you cover this insurance? And they were like, no. And I was like, all right, bye. Hololive, Strog. Hololive is like, I don't know if they're the OG VTuber agency, but they're probably the one that put VTubing on the map, especially in the Americas. And so think of it as like a talent agency or like an idol agency, but with VTubers. Personal call and happily expected? Hell yeah. Niji-Sanji is like, Hololive is based in Japan. Niji-Sanji is also based in Japan. That would be Kizuna Ai's agency. The one pushing NFTs. Well, I would say Kizuna Ai put VTubing agencies on the map globally, and especially in Japan. But like, to put them on the map in the Americas, that was definitely Hololive. VShojo is an American-based agency. And, I don't know, I'm a little partial to this one, because one of their, like, founding members is a VTuber named Zentreya, who, like, I've been in lobbies with them. They're not really a friend. I've never spoken to them, but it's like, I've seen them. I've seen them start, so I'm like, oh, that's the person I've seen. They came from here. So, like, I'm just cheering for them. I've met half of them from the Gator. Yeah, so Zoe has probably seen, like, well, as I just said, half of them in the Gator. Because if a lot of those people go on to VR chat, they're going to go through Raffle Gator and the Golden Gator. Zoe probably doesn't like half of them. But, like, there's Zentreya, who I think is cool. Everybody likes the success story of Iron Mouse. And how she was literally fucking dying in a wheelchair and has been able to, like, pay for her medication and treatments from her success from streaming. There's Project Melody, who, like, I don't know if they were the first, but they definitely put, like, the lewd side of VTubing and, like, the literal cam girl part of it on the map. There's Hime, who is, I guess I'm not supposed to say who they really are, but, you know, I like who they really are outside of being a VTuber. And then VShojo has been like, hey, this person was getting done really dirty by this other agency, and now we've picked him up. And so VShojo is like, of the 3, I think people think VShojo is the coolest agency. They just seem to take care of their talents more than the other agencies. If there's any one agency that I really, really like, it's Vichiban. Is it Ichiban or Vichiban? The one that I really like, I don't even know the name of. However, that one has Rose Doodle. And we fucking love Rose Doodle, so... That's what a V-Shoujo is, Strog. This is Southern Thanalan. And it has a heat wave like weather, which was like, oh, that's cool. I'm about to have a V-stroke, yo. Did I hear you right that you haven't been liking Nightingale? Thank you for that thorough explanation. I probably said like 3 or 4 things wrong, and Global's like got the little vein popping out of his forehead. But that's basically what they are. VTubing agencies that are essentially idol agencies. I was definitely listening to the whole thing. God damn it, Strog. Yuland, have you used Enlarge for some extra damage? I have not. What? So Enlarge, I know you can get that from like potions. I think there's somebody that learns, it's like transmuting wizards or something. It looks like worse New World. That's tragic. I didn't play New World at all, but potions, yeah. It's also a spell, but concentrations. Oh. Yeah, But if you click Dwergar, you can get Enlarged that isn't concentration. Trans Wizard Gang. I've only heard you mention Nightingale. I literally haven't looked into it at all. I saw your clip where you were like, man, this game's rough. And then I saw it mentioned in a Bellular video. And it was like, I really need to look into this. Its graphics for the stress test looked bad. The animations were Pega for creatures. The world looked pale. Hi, honey. Hey, Zai. Guys, I like them. Hi, honey. No life to it. Hi, Zai. Something that I like shouldn't bother me, but it kind of does. And they're not here, but if they were, they know I'd talking about. I know they would know I'd be talking about them. Is like different levels of enthusiasm when a streamer says hi to somebody. So like I come into their chat and they're like, "Hi, Yuland," and then someone else comes into the chat and they're like, "Oh my God, hi!" And I'm just like, And like, it's not about affection, right? Sometimes it could be about like they hadn't seen that person in a year. Well, fuck me, I guess. It's not that like it shouldn't be that. Like, it's not a competition, right? Like, if this is somebody that like I watch their streams, but like I haven't gone to TwitchCon and shared a room with them, right? Like, obviously we're not gonna be at the same level, and it's weird to like judge like. Am I at the same level as them? Am I higher? Are they more or less happy to see me? That's weird. That's parasocial. How am I? I'm good. I'm good. I'm oddly well rested today. But like, when somebody's like, oh, hey. Oh my God, hey. To the next person, it's like, man, come on. Also, for Shroud, turns out that you can have a pet in it. How does the pet work? What the hell? I love you, Zai. I should make vegan stroganoff? Hell yeah. Is it me? It is not you. Bruh. We can't be the most important person in everyone's life. You need Beastmaster trait for the animals to not attack you? And you just run up to one and interact? Oh. Huh. See, that sounds fucking awesome. Can you, like, take it to the shroud and everything? Or, like, if you start gliding off cliffs, will it, like, appear with you? Or, like... Because that'd be really funny if you, like, tame a deer, jump off a cliff and start paragliding, and then you see the deer just, like, go flying past you and hit the ground and die. That'd actually be really fucked up. It follows you around. I'm wondering to what extent it follows you around. Like, I'm wondering if you teleport somewhere, or if you start gliding. And they thought of this, if that creature kills an enemy, you still get experience? Good, good. I'm just wondering, like... how well does it keep up with you? We're getting to the end of Baldur's Gate 3 with Core. I don't know when I'm going to play another run. Not anytime soon. I need to, like, remember this build for when I play it again. It's pathing is something, but it does follow. Play a run with me next week? Okay, Zoe. I don't mind if it's you. I'm thinking of making my protein shake in the blender with ice a day for a nice treat. Strong. I'm thinking of making my protein shake in the blender with ice today for a nice treat? Is ice a nice treat? That's like no calories, Strong. That should be like, you can give yourself ice and it doesn't have to be considered a treat. Am I missing something here, Strong? No, the other kind of ice? I haven't used my blender in 4 years? How the fuck have you been making protein shakes? What? I usually use a shaker cup? By shaking them down? Okay, if the blender is considered a treat, why wouldn't you normally use that? SMH Yulin not used to shaking things? I'm just wondering why the blender or ice makes it a treat, and why that wouldn't be the norm if it's considered a treat. Blender bottle, powder, and plant milk? Because it's loud and I have neighbors in this duplex? Ah. Too shy energy. Stop trying to quantify everything, Yulin. I'm not trying to quantify everything, but this one is sticking out to me. In Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, all the neighbors were doing stuff at like weird hours. And they kind of like all met together and agreed like, hey, let's do all the loud stuff at this time of day. And so I'm wondering like, because in my mind, what I would do, Strong, is I would use the blender every fucking day. But I would specifically use it at a time when I knew people were going to be up or like not there. So the treat is blending my protein shake with ice like a milkshake? I would be using the blender every day. I would just try to be accommodating with the time slot instead of just watery powder beverage. Alternatively strong. You could find a way to, like, make shaved ice or, like, you know, do it with the shaker, but with, like, not big chunks of ice. Hi, Wah. I don't know how feasible that is, or how expensive that is. That's what my plan would be. Yeah, I like to do it post-workout, which is the winter. It's like 4 p.m. and 8 a.m. for the morning workout schedule. Yeah, so 8 a.m. is way too fucking early. 4 p.m.'s not that bad. You know, if you did it at 4 p.m., I feel like anybody complaining about a blender for 2 minutes is like, bro, what? So I could use it, I just don't, but I am today, I'm doing it. Hell yeah, do it. When I had an apartment, we had like fucking foot-thick walls of solid cement. Noise ordinance ends at 8 a.m. So I grew up with 9 and 9. I grew up being told, you know, if you make too much noise that you're waking people up before 9 a.m., that's not okay. And if it's 9 p.m., people are starting to go to bed, so don't wake them up after that. Hi, non-dairy. At 8 a.m., just yell noise and press the button. And there's a midday noise ordinance in Italy from like noon to 4 p.m. Noon to 4 p.m.? What the fuck? I guess for like naps, but like what the fuck? That's weird. Nightly ordinance starts at 10 p.m. They are off on all their times. 8 a.m. to 10 p.m.? They're off. My childhood should clearly have more precedence over that. What are they doing? Do it earlier. Italians do midday nap called riposa. Yeah, I mean, so if there's ordinances specifically for a midday nap, and that should be clear, like 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. I'm gonna use the blender. Get over your shy energy. Just do it. I could see somebody like having a weird schedule and you interrupting that, but like ideally you just be a grown fucking human being and would like let's say they had to normally be sleeping at 4 p.m. and you were waking them up with a blender. If they came over and were like, hey, this is my schedule, I'm sorry to inconvenience you, but is there any way we could move this around? I don't imagine that happening. Hi, Archangel. My dad has a midday nap, but the neighbors are still gonna mow the lawn. Dude, I just have fucking naps when the hell ever. I said, get over your shy energy. Get over here, shy energy. No, I said get over it. Use the blender after 4 p.m. Man, this zone went by too quick. This is like a 35-minute video. And it has the song Spitfire in it, which is fucking good. And I'm just like, wait, we're already at the end? Huh? Either is fine. Yeah, Oh, I'm mind blanking something fierce right now. We're almost done with Baldur's Gate 3. We fought a redacted yesterday. We got one of the 3 redacted, so we have 2 now. A few more days, then you got your Falconer news. My hype is drained a little bit for Last Epoch. I will probably still get it, but we will see. The thing is, Gale, I don't want to be the only one getting it. I need to, like, find out who else is getting it. Because if it's just you and me and Zuby, then I'm like, well, I do like these 2. Warlock is Fire Necrotic with dots? Oh. That's a playstyle people like. I actually kind of like Jade Harvester in Diablo 3. I didn't like how active it was, where it's like most of your damage comes from reapplying dots, but it was really fun sending out the Insect Plague and watching that just spread all over the place. That part I liked. My favorite build with the Warlock specifically was Arakir's Short Man's Finger to make 3 Gargantuans and just have 3 fucking savage minions. I don't know what zone this is. Oh, this isn't even Final Fantasy. This is Guild Wars. Derp. That's what I'm like, is this Gridania? Huh? Acolyte also has dot builds already, so Warlock is going to push it even further. Oh. Hell yeah. Was this a crazy quiet video because this was before audio changes? There's literally no sound yet, so I am eager to see if it's going to be too quiet or I need to bump it up. Only had a teaser for Falconer so far, being its passive tree. There we go. Okay. I doubt any of you can even slightly hear it. I doubt any of you can even hear it now that it's maxed out. I didn't mute for that. Oops. I thought about it more, Gale, and it was like, you know, I like pet builds conceptually. I enjoy them. But really, like, I shouldn't be going for pet builds in games like that. In ARPGs like Diablo or Last Epoch. I should be going for left-click builds. Because that's where I got the most success in Diablo 3. Was Frenzy Barb. And so it's like, I should just try to recreate that. Reason why we got the passive as a teaser is because it leaked, so they just released it as a teaser. That's funny. Yeah, I imagine there's a left-click build in, like, Lich for, the Acolyte. Because that seemed like the most melee-friendly of the Acolyte characters, or subclasses. And so, I kind of want to look at that now. You might know a bit about left-click builds. In Diablo 3, I just like fucking playing Frenzy Barb. Where, like, I'd go in, and Cor and Fredo were sitting there going, oh my god, it's too much. There's too much stuff killing us all over the place. There's nowhere to stand. Wait, is Yulin just in there? And I'm like standing in lava with my health bar just going, just back and forth. as I'm just like beating the shit and life stealing out of an elite. Hi, Logitech. I will be playing Lost Epoch because I got it for free. Hell yeah. I'm interested in it. I'm afraid of it being like Diablo for me, where it's like I play one season and then never again. I don't know. The only ARPG like that I've played is Diablo 3 and 4, and I guess 2. And I'm like, I feel like I'm playing the mainline game that all the normies play, and I need to break out and find the better ones. If you want left clicks, then I know Void Knight and Rune Master are out the window. Fair. They have, like, the fucking gender lock classes, and it seems like it's just character lock classes. I don't know if you can, like, customize them at all. So, like, anything wizard, I'm just like, oh, I've immediately lost interest in this. It's an old dude. That, you know, the old wizard is a cool aesthetic, but I don't want to be the crusty old wizard. No customizations. Don't know if changed in full release or later. The most I've seen on it, Gale, is that they were like, hey, we've gotten a lot more money from early access than we anticipated. So, like, we could potentially revisit gender lock classes. So we do know MTX stuff is happening. What is MTX? Cosmetics? Yeah. Which I'm fine with. I don't mind cosmetics for money stuff. I just don't like it when they're doing every single payment method. When you play old man all the time and you lose like old men gross. MTX equals microtransactions. I don't think old man is gross. But like, Lost One, you need to understand. I'm very self-centered. I care most about what I look like and how people see me. And I don't want them to see me as like the wizened old mage. I want them to see me as cute / hot / cool. And so I very much try to do that every time. And like, if a game is able to let me do that, fuck yeah. The blender is goated. Use it every day. I don't dislike old wizard or buff barbarian or like all the aesthetics that I don't particularly play. I don't dislike them. A lot of them I think are really good, and like I actually like seeing them because if everybody looks like me, well, who the fuck cares? That sucks. But I like it when like I have my cute aesthetic, and then the person next to me is the old wizard. The person next to them is a beefcake barbarian. Right? I like it when there's a lot of variation. Unless you get clown suits. Once you see the gnome character with the rainbow hair that's like bald on top but has mutton chops, and they're literally wearing rainbow armor, then I'm like, we have gone too far and I hate this. I need to buy frozen fruit again? Werebear? Hell yeah. This is why I love PSO so much. Is because 99 people out of 100, they just have an aesthetic they like and want to do, and they can do it. And there's a few people who make clown suits, but like, you see the edgy boys that are like, you know, they just put all the shadow stuff on themselves. You see the bimbo girls. You see the comfy girls. You see an old wizard now and then. You see a Gundam. Like, if you think of it, you just make it in PSO. There's a cold werebear build that is kind of summoner. Oh. where it summons a Spriggan to fight alongside you. So anytime I do play Summoner Gale, I like it when the summon is the main source of damage. I don't know how much damage that Spriggan does, but it just immediately made me think of, like, a game, and I can't remember which, where it's like, you're a summoner in this game, you summon all these things. World of Warcraft does this. You're a master demonologist summoner warlock. You summon all the demons to do your bidding. Meanwhile, Shadowbolt and Demon Flare are like 70% of your damage, and it's like, well, what the fuck is the point? It's more like UCC stuff for the Spriggans to do the damage. That I like. That seems cool. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff for me to learn in Last Epoch. City of Heroes Masterminds. Logitech, have you seen the news with City of Heroes? Yes. City of Heroes was the second MMO I played. Actually, I might have played it before World of Warcraft. I'm not sure on that. I remember I never got far. I only got to like level 14 at most. I kept making new characters. I kept like literally just making character after character and trying new things. And so I never got far. I really like the Grizzled Warrior look. Hell yeah. I like that you like it and make it look good. I played from 04 to 06. I don't remember when I played. I remember I had a friend that played it. And I saw him playing it, and so I tried it. And I never got far. I don't remember when I tried games. If it was like I played World of Warcraft, I tried City of Heroes, and I tried Guild Wars. I'm also thinking, did I learn about City of Heroes after my friend had moved to Colorado from California? I think I did. So I would have tried City of Heroes way late. Was on Victory. MGS4 moment. There's a werebear build that slaps enemies. Roars to cause cold storms around you. In Diablo 4 Gale, there's a few werebear builds. One of them, it falls off late game. It doesn't like have the greatest damage late game, but it's very, very fun early on. And what you do is you literally just spam your charge. And so werebear has a move where you just charge through enemies. And you get legendaries that when you charge, you just create avalanches behind you. And so it's literally just like you're just charging back and forth, and your entire screen is earthquakes. And it's really fun. It's durable with lots of AoE. Oh yeah, that avalanche build is in Lost Epoch? Hell yeah. Anytime I played Druid in Diablo 4, I really wanted to get to a left-click build. I really wanted to work toward this, like, werewolf claw spam build. But, like, I just wasn't getting the shit for it. Specifically, I needed this, like, kind of rare staff for it. And it just would not drop. And so I ended up playing a lot of that avalanche charge. And then Season 1, so pre-season I played the Druid. Season 1 I played Barbarian. And I was trying to make a left-click build. There was a better left-click build that was just Thorns that people were doing, and I should have been doing that one. But I was doing a different left-click build. Mine was working, but it was not viable. Like, it would take me twice as long to do a dungeon as people doing a meta build. So one nice thing in Lost Epoch, almost all uniques can be target farmed. Thank God. In in Diablo 4, you've got the dungeons that can give you an affix, but to use them from the codex, which you get from the dungeon, only gives them to you at 50% value, so it kind of fucking sucks. You need them to drop, and you can get them, you can kind of target farm them by spending obols on them, which you go to a vendor and it's like, buy this sword for 25 obols. And it gives you a ram sword. Could be a shitty blue, could be a legendary. That's the closest thing you have to target farming. But then there's legendaries that like you can't get from the dungeon codex, and you just gotta hope for them. You can target farm them kind of with the obols, but that's really iffy target farming. And then there's unique legendaries, and there's nothing you can do to increase the drop rates. I think there might be now, but like if your build hinged on a unique legendary, good fucking luck. And then they had 6 Uber legendaries, which when the game came out was like 1 in a billion chance to drop. Like it was literally a month had gone by and people were like, hey, has anybody seen this yet at all? And somebody like posted a screenshot of it and they're like, I got it, guys, I fucking got it. When an item is like 6 confirmed drops in the world, it's like, that's too fucking insane. The Cold Dot Bear, it's probably one of the simplest and comfiest bear builds, while also needing no uniques. That is tempting. Here's the thing, Gale. Because the classes are gender locked, I'm looking at it like anything rogue or acolyte would be peak, and after that, sentinel, primalist, and mage is like less ideal. You mostly press 2 buttons on it. That does sound tempting. I do like the sound of that. I need a drink. Where you maul and roar? I was so mad yesterday, Gale. We did the Iron Throne in Act 3. And, I died and we lost 3 of the hostages. And if I had known that my minions can hit switches by just attacking the wall where they are, we would have been fine. We would have been fine. We also would have been fine if I didn't fuck up with the potion at the end, but... Jumping and stunning enemies? When did you find it out? Hi, Dingo Bingo. Foss was in our chat, and Foss was in Core's chat. Hi, Shockrail. And he was like, you can hit the levers with minions. And I was like, fuck. I should have just tried it. Because I've seen, like, people hit levers and trigger them before. Jumping around, causing cold dots and roosts to apply dots too. Hey? When is the official date for Last Epoch? I want to say it's like the 17th or the 28th. But I genuinely have zero clue, other than February. Another game that I saw coming out this month, 21st? Okay. Another game I saw coming out this month is, I think it's called Stormgate? It's like Warcraft 3 and StarCraft 2. And it's made by a lot of old Blizzard devs that worked on those games. So if you like RTS games, this game might be kick-ass for you. It's not for me, but it looks cool. What are we at? 2.1 miles? Oh my god, we're flying today. Yeah, I watched a video that was like 17 video games coming out in February. And some of them seem good. Some of them seem bad. There was only like 2 that I'm like, I'm genuinely interested in this. One of them was Last Epoch. I don't remember the other one. It also has campaign story, solo, and co-op. Are they different? Like, is there a different story if you play co-op compared to if you play solo? Is it just like they have campaign stories and you can play them solo or co-op? No idea. The first Epoch? No, Strong. The Last Epoch. How dare you? How dare you? Epoch the First? You've made it even worse, Kersey. I'm going to be devoting my life to Persona 3 Reloaded as soon as I get paid. Lost one. You were there when I was fucking driving Emery up the wall, right? That was a lot of fun. Usually I'm the one that's getting harassed endlessly, but I can't help myself with Emery. She was playing Persona 3 yesterday, and she's like, "This is my favorite Persona game." And I'm sitting there like, "How can this be your favorite game? It like just came out." And she's like, "Yulin, it's a remaster. This game's been out for years." And I'm like, February 2nd, 2024, Emery. This game literally just came out. But yeah, I had that on a second monitor a lot yesterday. Because, like, Persona music. Persona music and Emery. That's 2 good times. I'm so afraid we're going to finish this video and get a 2-hour video after this. I'm just like, oh man, I can see it happening. I never played a Persona game. I played a few turn-based games growing up, but like, it's not a genre I particularly like. Obviously I've played a shit ton of Pokemon. That's like the go-to turn-based game for me. After that, there was Golden Sun and Tactics Advance. I put a lot of hours into those 2 series. I bought Persona 5 on Switch and played 10 minutes. Well, you have it if you ever want to play it. I guess. I was going to say that's something I don't understand, but it's literally what I'm doing with Enshrouded right now, where I bought it, and I haven't played it. I also played a lot of PSO episode... I say a lot. I played a decent amount of PSO episode 3, which is a turn-based card game. Well, I say turn-based card game. It's more like a turn-based tactics game. It's a lot more similar to the Tactics Advance. But you are using cards to get, like, you know, a deck builder in a way. Yeah, it was cool. I'm just a busy person. And then, what other turn-based games have I gone into? Divinity 2, I've put a lot of hours into. I have like, shit, I think I might have over 1,000 hours in Divinity. So I can't say I'm not a turn-based player, but like, I think solo turn-based is behind me. Only beaten Divinity once. So I had a really bad problem with remaking games. Like, I would get to Act 2, get halfway through Act 2, and then just reset. And I just constantly did that with Divinity 2. Once I got, like, at a certain point I realized, oh my god, I have 400 hours in this game, and I have not beaten it. This is a problem. And Ciselden was like, hey, well, I love Divinity 2, let's go through it together. Okay. And so we went through it, doing a Lone Wolf playthrough with just the two of us. And that was fun. Hi, Zuvi. We went through Divinity 2, just Sis and I. And, that was the first time I beat it. Sis is cool because when he plays a game, he plays them like me, where that's all I want to do. I get a new game, I want to play that game 10 to 14 hours a day for 2 weeks. And so, I was in Divinity 2, he was into Divinity 2. We literally just played for like 2 weeks straight, just 5 to 10 hours a day. If you want a time sync found in Yakuza. This video might be a little loud. We'll see when the horns pop in. That was the first time I beat it. The second time I beat it, I think it was just me and Sis again. I think like 6 months passed and we're just like, you want to do it again? Yeah, let's do it again. I then did a run with Aiko, Glenn, and Zuvi, who's very coincidentally popped up just now. I've done a run with Sis, Casey, and Kraken. And then I've done a done with Sis, Casey, and Dent. So I've done 5 runs of Divinity 2. To completion. I spent 90% of game time on First Island. I'd probably say, maybe not 90%, but like 70 to 80% for me. Persona games are a huge time sink. The MSQ skipping side stuff is always 100 plus hours. Yeah. If you want a time sync found one, Yakuza. I loved Like a Dragon Gale. I still haven't played Yakuza, but I have Kiwami. It was 90% for me. No party lasted till the end. Divinity's just like... It's one of those games that you have to look at as like, is this going to be fun if we don't finish? Even just playing like Tutorial Island, you need to look at that as like, did I have fun along the way? Yeah, I think I did. I still need to finish Like a Dragon. I don't have any interest of playing the Yakuza games, just because it's like a game type that I don't particularly care about. But I love seeing the story of Yakuza. Holy shit, Yakuza 0 story just has some story beats that are so fucking big. When fucking, I mean, anything Kiryu does. And most of the stuff Majima does. God damn. Yakuza would be cursory to play. I like watching people go through the story of Yakuza games. I don't particularly enjoy them doing side quests. And as much as I love Proxy, I can talk shit on him since he's live right now and he can't hear this. I fucking hate the little, like, rally car racing thing. Because we watched Proxy play that for a month straight, and holy shit. It was like talking to a NASCAR fan. And it's just like, so what do you like about this? Oh man, they're gonna turn left. Alright, that's cool. What else is they gonna do? Well, they're gonna turn left again, and you're not gonna see that one coming. Oh. No controller, all keyboard, mouse. Oh, the pocket racing? Yeah. The pocket racing is cool. It is very in-depth. I'm like, this is a cool system. I don't want to see it for a month. I'm not a fan of beat-em-ups, but the story for the Yakuza games are goated. The story, the cinematic that always sticks out the most to me is when, shit, what's his name? That little game is neat. It's neat, but I don't want to see it for a month. I'm forgetting his name, but Kiryu's best friend in Zero, who's a villain in one of the later games. He saves Kiryu. He shows up in a car and he's like, get in, and Kiryu gets in and they drive off. And they drive off to the middle of a forest. And Kiryu's just like, where are we? And he's like, dude, I don't know, I've just been driving. Let's take a break. And they get out. And they each get a cigarette. And the dude goes to light it. And Kiryu's like, I've been bogarting your lighter here. And he lights their cigarettes. And then his friend, like, puts a gun to the back of his head. He's like, what are you doing? He's like, dude, you fucked up. You've crossed the line. They're going to kill you. Nishiki. It's Nishiki. Hi, Cinnabon Coffee. Thank you. Thank you. It's Nishiki, yes. He's like, dude, you fucked up. They're going to kill you. They're going to do worse than kill you. They're going to torture you. I've seen guys that go in there. They don't come out. They don't come out, but you see them and they're not human anymore, man. And he's like, all right. I get it, Nishiki. Do what you gotta do. You know what? Take my head to them. Thank you for the follow. Take my head to them. Rise up the ranks. Fix the problem, you know. Use my head to climb the ladder. I'm proud of you, bro. And he shoots and he fucking misses because, like, he just moves his hand to the right. And Kiryu just fucking turns around and is just like, what's wrong? You have to aim carefully. Go ahead and try again. And it's just like, dude, what the fuck? But it's so badass. It's a thrill of not knowing what combo will get the car embedded in the wall. At least it wasn't what Baru did, 3 hours straight of Yakuza baseball minigame. I feel like it was worse than what Baru did. A month straight of pocket racing? Or sometimes the shit that comes out of Yulin's mouth is just so wrong. What did I say that was wrong there last one? I'm behind on chat, so I actually don't know what you're referring to. I play The Art of Rally on my MacBook. Yakuza knows how to be funny and can flip it to be very serious. Yeah, it's very much like Gintama, where like there's a lot of silly funny stuff. And then every now and then it just goes very hard and serious and it's like, whoa, this is a fucking like intense fight. What happened? We literally had an episode about like toilet paper 3 episodes ago. How did we get here? Also, I need a drink. Alright, Cinnabon. Your name is sticking out to me. Do you like Cinnabon? Do you specifically like Cinnabon? I imagine you were creating your Twitch name and like you had a Cinnabon coffee there in front of you. Like, yeah, this'll work. I had a phase in life where like every morning I had a cinnamon roll. That was my breakfast, was just one singular cinnamon roll. And everybody kind of knew me as like, ha, I did. It's very logical. I can just see that's exactly what a person would do. I used to have a cinnamon roll every morning. And everybody started to know me as like, oh, you really like cinnamon rolls, Yulin. You should, have you ever been to Cinnabon? You must love there. I was like, no, I've never been to Cinnabon before. And one time when I was going through an airport with my mom, I was like, hey, they've got a Cinnabon over there. And she's like, oh, yeah. We don't really have one close to our house. You want to go get one while we wait for the plane? I was like, yeah! So we go get this airport Cinnabon. It was the worst cinnamon roll I've ever had in my life. Now, I'm assuming this is just because it was an airport Cinnabon. I'd imagine most Cinnabons were not this level of quality. But like, holy shit. This Cinnabon at the airport was so bad that when I went home and my mom made my cinnamon roll for breakfast, I took a bite and I was like, I don't like these anymore. And she was like, are you serious? And I was like, that one at the airport was so bad that this just tastes like garbage now. And she's like, dude, this cinnamon was so bad it killed cinnamon rolls for me for like years. I love them now. But like, I literally went from eating one every morning to just not eating them for 5 years. No side quest in Yakuza, bro, heck you? What the fuck did you hear? That's not what I said at all. What? I literally never said no side quests. One moment you might be having fun dancing, then go to a very serious and sad moment. I'm meal prepping beans and rice, slow down, speed racer. If you skip side content in Yakuza, you ain't playing Yakuza. The fuck is a Cinnabon? Cinnabon is like a chain, not like a restaurant, but like a chain bakery that specializes in cinnamon rolls, and they call them Cinnabons. And they're, well, the one I had was trash, but I think for the most part people like them. Well, my username was taken. My usual username was taken already, so it was like, this works. Oh, for sure, they usually slap. Hi, love. Wow, terrible cinnamon bun. Yeah, it was atrocious. About to drive, chat soon. Okay. No, with the Yakuza games, with side quests, you're supposed to do the side quests. That is a massive part of the game. Maybe not like 100% the game, because that's a really big endeavor. But the side quests are generally good to see. You need to be doing like all the side stories at least. Those are really cool. Proxy wanted to 100% the game, and he spent literally a month streaming with Pocket Racing. I don't know if he just likes it and like did the story in like 2 days and just kept doing Pocket Racing because he was having so much fun, or if that side story is just really fucking hard and it took him a month to do it. I don't know. What I do know is that he fucking streamed Pocket Racing in Yakuza for a month straight. You do need all side stories since the reward for it? Well, you don't need them. That's just a thing you can do. But like, you could just go straight to the story each time and ignore all the side quests. I agree with Lost One. If you're doing that, you're wrong. Granted, there's no wrong way to play a video game. If you have fun playing it your way, that's what matters. But at the same time, like, no, you're still kind of fucking wrong. What is this mob? Is this just like a weird butterfly thing? Oh, it's a bird. Yakuza not doing side content is wrong way to play. There's no wrong way to play the game. If you hate side quests and you're there for the story because it's a really good story, that's not wrong. But like, also, you're fucking wrong. What the fuck are you doing? Since side content is some of the best parts of it. In my eyes, there's 3 massively appealing features of Yakuza. Number 1 is the story. If you just took all of the like cinematics and put them together in a 5-hour movie, that's a fucking good watch. And I've done that for most Yakuza games, where I'm just like, I just want to see all the movies together. That is the biggest appeal of Yakuza. Number 2, the side content. So doing all the quests, doing all the mini games. They are very in-depth. They are very silly and crazy, sometimes serious, and genuinely like good content. not as objectively wrong. Dude, yes, the cutscenes are amazing. They are. I think that is the best feature of Yakuza. Number 2, I would put the side content. Number 3, I would put the combat. The combat is really, really fucking good and in-depth. And people that know, like, combos in games and know how to, like, move in and out and flow and, like, bob and weave. People that are good at Yakuza combat fucking love Yakuza combat. Most people that play the Yakuza content don't really understand it, and they're just doing a lot of button mashing. You see a lot of people play Yakuza 0 playing as Kiryu and just, like, grabbing all the furniture and just waving it around. Because that just works and it gets you through the game. But when you see a fucking master, somebody that, like, knows exactly how to go in and out of all their moves and, like, use them while dodging, holy shit, that is really cool to watch. When you feel like you're watching somebody that isn't cheesing at all, they're just genuinely outplaying the AI of the game. Oh my god, it's good. Tiger drop everything. Of course, if you do Yakuza, karaoke is required. Of course, of course. I don't know. I watched a lot of people go through the Yakuza storylines. I remember watching Elite playthrough, and he would grab everything and just wave it around and kill most packs like that, and then he would struggle on the bosses. Wow, you just called Elite out? I'm gonna fucking call Elite out. I'm just gonna literally talk about it. He would struggle on the bosses. Because anytime he, like, had to deal with just enemies, a group of enemies, he would just AoE them with the fucking tiger stance or whatever it is, and just grab the nearest bike and, like, swing it around. But when he came to a boss and didn't have furniture, he would struggle. Because 1, he didn't know how to fucking fight like that. 2, he hadn't invested any, like, stat points or, like, abilities into that. So it was, like, it was brutal watching Elite try to fight these bosses. And there was one in particular. It was the 3rd lieutenant on the boat. He struggled with this one for a lot. Like, he was losing his temper. And, like, after 2 hours of fighting this boss, you know, he took a gamer stance, got quiet, and was, like, growling at his at the computer a bit. He beat him. In the end, he was getting good, he was getting better, and he won. You mean B-Style? I think it's B-Style, yeah. But, like, then I watched a video of somebody fighting that guy. And they just fucking dumpstered them. They literally just went into the boxing stance, and were going back and forth between that and the default, like, brawler stance. And they were just fucking devil may crying this guy. They literally just made the boss their bitch. And it was just like, dude, if you know the combat to that level, that is probably so fucking fun. Since it's Brawler, Rush, and Beast with bonus 4th. You won't like it when I'm angry growls. No, not that type of growling, Kersey. More like they die. Oh my god! Oh! When somebody gets to the point of, like, growling or grunting because they're so angry at something, that's when I stop having fun. I can, like, enjoy watching somebody, like, you know, struggle against the game. The moment they start growling, I'm like, alright, I don't want to be here anymore. Then Majima, the dancing. Yeah, so when they play Kiryu, they go into B stance, grab the nearest bike or couch, and swing it around. Then they play Majima, and they just break dance and, like, spinning bird kick like Chun-Li does. And that's how they go through the game. And it works, it gets them through the game. But then they get to a boss, and it's really fucking hard for them. Breaker Majima is so strong. Cursey and I are fighting scrubs in the Seto Corsa public lobbies, grunting like cavemen. My, one of my exes, we used to play League of Legends all the time. And we would duo bond, we would like fucking carry games. He would ADC, I would support. And if it wasn't going well, he'd like start grunting it and just making like anger noises. And I was like, dude, I fucking hate playing with you when you're like this. And it got to a point where I was just like, dude, I'm just not gonna play League with you anymore. You make this so miserable for me. League, we already knew you toxic AF. Listen. Listen. Everybody played League at some point, right? I got out. We don't play it anymore. I haven't opened League in months. Hi, Pete-chan. No, you're tainted forever once you play it. Not like this. Oh no. I need a drink. This music is so fucking chill. No League, but I had a Valorant arc? Nope. I can't wait. Well, I can wait, but I'm so unsatisfied with a lot of the quality of the early WoW and Final Fantasy videos, and I'm very eager to redo them all. Specifically Final Fantasy, they need different music. I need to get rid of every video that has Fate music. And I don't like that I have changing songs in some of them. I like it a lot more when it's one continuous song through a video. And so, the Yanksia song is good. The nighttime version of the Yanksia song is good. I think I'd only want one of those in a video, though. Hi, Louie. I played Hone for 4 days. Yeah, Final Fantasy looks like Oregon Trail graphics. What? I don't think it's that bad. There's parts of it that I'm like, ooh, that's real bad. Once you learn what they did with textures and you see that every 10 feet is just a repeated texture on every surface in this game, it's like, oh, that's kind of weird. Is that Heroes of Newerth? Okay. I don't know. We sorry for you, Strong. I don't think MOBAs are particularly toxic or that bad. I feel like they can be. I feel like the people are like, oh my god, it's the worst toxicity. You just see the worst people. And it's like, that's weird. Did you try de-escalating anything? No, this guy called me, a dumbass, so I told him his mom is gay, and then I fucked his mom. It's like, okay, so you don't think that maybe that's not helping you? Yoshi P hit my dog with his Honda Odyssey. Did you thank him for it? It's Yoshi P. Hi, Mitz. So proud of you, and you're doing incredible. Thank you. Mitz, you were one of the earliest people here. And, like, I don't know if you were the first person to talk, but I definitely remember, like, you were one of the first to, like, stick around and have a conversation. And I think of you every time we walk through Zereth Mortis. We get to the end of Zereth Mortis, and there's, like, a 10-minute section where I'm just like, this is where I talked to Miss that one time. Have you heard how much weight I've lost, Mitz? I've lost 50 pounds. Never de-escalate, only escalate it further. You want to escalate the drama on the other team, you want to de-escalate your team. MOBA aren't the reason for toxicity. Competitive PvP with random is true. Anything with randoms causes toxicity, Shockrail. Some guy said he had relations with my mother, so I asked him if his mom was next. Well, I've seen many PvE games with the randoms that are very fun. Wow, amazing, good work. Thank you. So here's how one of my skills in League of Legends was. I was pretty decent map awareness. I was pretty decent, like, game knowledge, like knowing, okay, this champion's level 6, so we gotta hold off. They just use this ability, so we can push them now, yada yada. Mechanically, I'm not as good as most people, I think. Here's where I rank up. Their Master Yi messes up and gives first blood. Now, their team might not say anything, it's just one death. But, like, I'm gonna say something. The Master Yi dies on their team, I'm gonna go, question mark? Why didn't your team follow up? LOL? Now, this guy who's frustrated because he's just given first blood, he feels validated. He feels like he didn't make a mistake. His team is the reason he's looking bad. And so this guy is now absolutely toxic and going to be talking mad shit on his team. And they're all going to get frustrated with him. It's that easy. Meanwhile, you need to make sure that doesn't happen on your team. So, like, your jungler gives first blood. And you go, ah, dude, I was watching that. That was close. You'll get it next time, right? Then you say, like, hey, even though you died, I know that it was close. It was just close, just out of your reach that time. And that helps them, like, okay, yeah, you know, it wasn't the worst thing ever. We're not going to lose off of that. Just a little behind. You've got to be rizzing me? Oh my god. You're an absolute giga Chad, Elin. I've kind of plateaued at 155. And I know what my problem is. I just don't want to fix it. I never noticed the toxicity. I always close chat. Best solution? No, it's not the best solution. You gotta feed it. But you gotta feed it in the right places. You gotta feed the toxicity on the other team. You gotta de-escalate it on your team. And if you close chat, you can't do either of those things. So when does Couch co-op with Foss combine your strengths to be unstoppable in League? You know what's really funny, Gale? We actually have played League a bit, and we did really well. I fucking hate how mechanically skilled Foss is. He can literally just be like, this champion's pretty, I'm gonna play them. Do you want to read their abilities? Nope. And then he will go in and win lane. I fucking hate that. Because I can't do that. Mod bonk that person. Works until you get peoples in your team that always self-validate and feed the enemy team involuntarily. Yeah, so it doesn't work every time. There's definitely some people that just like, there's nothing you can do for them. You just can't save them. But like, it drastically increases your chances of winning. Foss has mechanics, but that's about it. Foss has like very little map awareness and game sense. He does really, really well when he has somebody telling him what to do, which I am very good at. And so when we played HOTS and League, mostly HOTS, we were actually kind of fucking unstoppable. Foss and I playing together was just like easy fucking wins. Because like he can just focus on crushing his lane. Anywhere he goes, he's gonna win. And then I can be like, Foss, we need to set up for this. And he'll go there and he doesn't have to worry about paying attention to those times. And I just direct him and he fucking beats the shit out of everybody. Our best combo, well, I don't know about our best combo, but definitely a fun combo we had. He would play Deathwing, and I would play Leoric. And like, I would just look to find the enemy team, and I would box them. And Foss would just turn on the flamethrower and torch them. It was so good. You the IRL Cho'Gall? Mods tie his shoes together. We did play Cho'Gall a few times, and we did pretty well. It wasn't as good as me and my ex. My ex and I were fucking unstoppable with Cho'Gall, but Foss and I do pretty well with Cho'Gall. Cho'Gall is honestly like not that hard to play. You just need to pick the right ultimates. And every fucking Gall picks the fucking, like, Pistols ultimate that shoots the 20 bolts out. And it's like, don't ever pick that. It's so fucking bad. Pick the fucking Twisting Nether, the explosion around you. It's so fucking good. Why would you ever not pick this? Eventually you gonna play HOTS again? Honestly, I should. I'm over my, Boycott Blizzard arc. I don't know, people just haven't been into it. I haven't had time for it. This is my least favorite video to record. I fucking hate this zone. Just ask Foss for it, he would probably be down. Oh yeah, for sure. If I asked Foss, he'd probably be down in a heartbeat. He'd be like, yeah, dude. But I'm not into it. I'm not particularly wanting to play HOTS right now. I'm fucking content brained so hard, Gale. All I can think of is like, what can I spend my time in that can lead to me making walking videos? Which is so bad. But like, if I have free time, I'm on Star Wars. The problem is I'm procrastinating a lot of stuff, so a lot of my free time is really me trying to be productive and just staring at something and like scrolling YouTube or Reddit for 3 to 5 hours. We know you an idiot and only want content. You refuse to play anything for content. I don't refuse to play anything for content. I just want different content. Oh, I suddenly just got really sleepy. Like, my eyes are, like, heavy, and I'm like, no, stay open. What the fuck? I mean, I guess it makes sense. I only slept 3 hours yesterday. She's just like me for real. Feetchan is all you think about is making content. I wonder what type of content Feetchan makes. I need a drink. Feetchan makes content? I don't know. We said I'm content brained and Feetchan said she's just like me for real. So I'm like, oh, does that mean Feetchan makes content? You know what the other thing that sucked about making Guild Wars videos? I only made vanilla videos where they didn't have new songs. And so I heard this fucking song, like there are 3 or 4 songs so many times. And I came to fucking hate them. I essentially heard this song on loop for like 5 to 10 hours. I'll show you after walk. Okay. The that little video is funny, P-chan. With the I cleanse you of your sins. And the fucking dick grows and just like, what the fuck? And it clears. The video ends cutting them off. For anybody that doesn't know, there's this priest. I don't know if they're a real priest or it's like just a TikTok joke. But it's this priest that's doing like virtual, not concessions, virtual like forgiveness. And so he's like, in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, I cleanse you of your sins. And then he has like a little like Photoshop graphic of just like a light just going boom. It sounds like a fucking Star Wars laser or Star Trek laser. And people are like, they found this and they're just making like collab videos with it where the sound goes off and they like animate themselves getting fucking blown through a wall. It's so fucking funny. And P-chan found a version where a girl grows a dick from it, which is fantastic. I now forgive you of your sins. Wom. Wom. Love that. What am I gonna do today? Today, I should ask Wheeze if he's busy. I should ask Wheeze if he's has time for models, because it's literally been like 2 or 3 weeks since we worked on it. And it's so close to done. It's so close. Not cuddle. We're gonna cuddle. Well, I'm going to. I don't know where he got that I'm not gonna do that. After that, I would like to call my dentist if there's time. Well, my dentist. I need to call a dentist. Oh, I thought Mondays that didn't happen? Normally Mondays it doesn't happen, Strog. However, Lost One had something come up, and we can't do Star Wars today. And so today is just a normal day. No Star Wars. Is this music too loud? It feels like it's fucking blaring in my ears. Oh dang, I'm so sorry. It's not that bad. It's like, man, I would have liked to play Star Wars, but not the end of the world. Just a bit. I'll turn it down. Nah, it's too quiet, in fact. Are you being serious there, Strong? Because that's the type of thing where I'm like, wait, really? Did you say something? Hi, Groby. I was just saying I'm sorry. That's real gaslighting, boy. Oh my god. Mm. Yeah, I didn't think you were actually like, oh no, I'm so sorry for your loss. I was just explaining, like, yeah, I'm not too bummed out by it. I see enough Zuby in the Lost One, and if I'm really missing them, I can just be like, you know, they're both easy enough to message on Discord. How did you get that 2023 badge? Like, oh dang, sorry you weren't playing Star Wars Zealand. While I'm like, booting up VR. We just have it. It's from Recap last year? Oh. Interesting. I didn't know you actually got a badge for looking at your recap. How do we get it? You might be able to, like, change your chat identity in your Twitch settings. So, like, if you look at your Twitch chat to the right, there might be, like, a gear icon that has, like, chat identity. And you can choose which badges to show. I looked at my recap and I got no badge. I just prefer having the VS badge. It would be a global badge from chat identity. They give away badges for anything these days. I'm happy now, thanks. Hell yeah. I pretty much only display VIP and sub badge. I used to always display bits badges, but they fucking turned them off. Speaking of bits, where the hell is Bits? He's not gonna miss his streak, is he? No, he leaves like a literal window open for it, so there's no way he misses it. Did you do anything special for 200 days? We did. So we do a 12-hour additional stream on 50 days. And 2 days ago, we streamed Skyrim. So we walked 3 hours, took an hour break, and then played Skyrim for 12 hours. And it was my first time playing Skyrim. We did no mods, and it was brutal. Because, I mean, one, it's, you know, it's an old game. It came out 13 years ago. 2, I've never played an Elder Scrolls game before. Literally never. And apparently, I think on a different wavelength than Elder Scrolls. And I did a lot of weird shit out of order that was kind of screwing with, like, the progression of the game. And 3, most of the people watching had played Skyrim for, like, 10 plus years. And were very familiar with it. And very passionate about it. Mine was from watching fighting games. It's funny, they don't award the National Defense Service ribbon to new airmen. So world peace achieved. Specifically Street Fighter 6 when it came out. Wait, today was supposed to be Beach Day? Fuck, you're right! I completely forgot about Beach Day. True found one. What is Zealand? He likes to constantly scam people. I don't. You're not paying more taxes. It's not like I'm stealing from you. I'm giving you some time to bank up more taxes. That means Lethal Company is cheaper? That is not what it means. Not even close. Holy shit, really? You have 4.2 miles? Back to 200 with it? No chance. That is 250. I play Skyrim all DLC. I don't like the special edition. See, I don't even know what the difference is between special edition and Skyrim with all the DLC. There were a lot of funny parts in it. Like, I don't think the game's bad. This fucking Ashura. Literally RP walking with me. You ever got into Skyrim? The VR mods are really good. People are like, we should play Skyrim in VR, and I was like, we should fucking know. Basically the same, but you pay for mods in Special Edition? What the fuck? I didn't have to pay for any mods. Well, I only had one mod, but I didn't see like a price tag for any of the mods. How the fuck does that work? Oh my god. My eyelids are so heavy, I am absolutely passing the fuck out after stream. But that's not for a while. We're not even done with our walk. We're almost done with this video. And we're at like 4.2 miles. And so it's a fucking dice roll right now. We're either going to get a short video, or we're going to get a crazy long video and go 7 fucking miles. Boy, I'm back. Meeting was long. Hi, Pixel. Also, a good chunk of mods don't work on special editions specifically. That's weird to me, because they specifically break them up. They have mods... Oh, thank God, it's not a long video. They have mods specifically for special edition. They had 60,000 mods for special edition on Nexus Mods. And then they had, like, 53,000 for normal edition. And so I'm like, well, those 60,000 have to work on special edition, right? Like, they were made for it. I want a drink. When I first started Skyrim, I followed the first part of the story. Going into the town, etc., etc. But I went nuts exploring before to Whiterun Peck. I need to turn this down. This is a newer video. And so, it was made so that people can actually turn it up or down. And it's not scaled to my sound settings. Welcome back, Juice. So how is y'all when I was gone? We were good, we were great. The stream was like better than ever. It was some of the most fun I've had, like, this whole time streaming. I don't know what was different, Pixel. Everything seemed exactly the same, other than you just not being here. So, like, I don't really, like, I can't put my finger on why, like, the last few days have just been so fun and exciting. I'm kidding, Pixel, I love you. I have way too many hours in that game. I have 12 hours in that game. Wow, okay. I love you. All the time I played Skyrim was when my English was still bad, and I had no idea what to do aside from following gaming instincts. So past tutorial, I always vanished from map and appeared in a random city. I got out of Helgen. And the one guy was like, hey, follow me, my sister runs the inn. And instead of being like, okay, I was just like, am I good to go wherever? And people were like, yeah, you can do whatever you want now. And I was like, well, we're not doing that fucking quest. And I left. I just left, and I wanted to see all the towns in the game, so that's what I did. And I leveled up to about 10. And I was like, alright, time to do main story. And, I was like level 10 or 11 when they told me to go see the Greybeards. And there was a fucking saber-tooth on the mountain. And I'm sitting here like, this seems wrong. This seems bad for the quest I'm supposed to be doing at level 3. 85 minutes on Special Edition? I had a very unique combination of, like, I had leveled up from doing a lot of walking. I had not been gearing up as fast as I should have. And I came back to do old quests that had now been scaled up. That made it uniquely harder than it should have been. Sabertooth just sucked in beginning in general. 91 hours on regular version. Special edition Technique Purple. And trolls. So I'm told the troll is always there, but like trolls are slow. You can just walk away from them. The Sabertooth was like gnarly. Because you can't outrun a Sabertooth. And they're kinda tricky to fight. But you're not supposed to fucking find one on the way up to the Greybeards. You're supposed to be like level 3. 1,400 hours in Skyrim? Just kill the Sabertooth? That's what we did. We killed it, but like, the first time I fought it, I just messed up, and it killed me. And then everybody was like, dude, this is so easy, just run from it. Just push it off the mountain with your shout. And I was like, alright. So I tried pushing it. It literally moved a foot backwards. I was like, well, that didn't fucking work. So then I tried running, and this thing fucking ran me down. I was like, alright guys, what did I do wrong there? I was getting a little sassy by the end of the Skyrim stream. Range weapons help in the beginning? Well, so here's the thing, Freya. Apparently, Stealth Archer is like the meta crazy strong cheese. Like, it just wins everything because it's too good. And like, I don't want to play the most meta thing. That's like, if you have fun with that, great, but like, it's not a playstyle I want to do. And I was getting a little irritated with people just being like, just play Stealth Archer. Not the whole game. No range weapons. We do not want more Stealth Archers. Casting fire with one hand is cooler. You could shoot someone with a crossbow next to the person. Nope, not spotted. Huh. Gotta switch it up. I went for Conjuration. I immediately was just like, all I want to do is Conjuration. Simply get the gun mod. No, we spent the first 6 hours summoning a lot of wolves. Not knowing how leveling Conjuration works, how it needs to be in combat. So there was a lot of just running between towns and just summoning random wolves that did nothing. You can do everything? You can do everything. But if one is vastly easier than all the others, in my eyes, if something is easy, it should be inadequate in something else. So if something's easy to play compared to other things, it should be slower. Wait, Skyrim Conjuration levels are in combat? Yeah, so I was like just running down the road, just summoning wolves, and none of them were giving experience. If you summon something, and then you walk into a fight, the moment you're in combat, you get experience for that conjure. But like, if you just sat in town spamming conjuring wolves, you would never level up. We learned that like 8 hours in. In Oblivion, you get Conjuration experience whenever you summoned. Yeah, in Skyrim, it has to have combat. Wait, Feetchan, are you here? Are you still here? Bound Weapon is the only spell you can do without being in combat? Well, you can do the others, you just don't get experience for them. I never tried Bound Weapon, and like 11 hours and 30 minutes in, Selden was like, this is crazy that it's conjuring and doesn't have a bound weapon. And I was just like, ugh, I didn't even think to try that. Though in Oblivion, you only got actual levels from sleeping in beds, instead of anywhere like in Skyrim. Well, they did have survival mode, but everybody was like, don't you fucking dare play that. Making me want to play again. Do it, Freya. Play Skyrim again. And get, like, all the big titty, wide hip, fucking succubus mods. And send me a picture of your character when you do it. I don't know. I can see it having like a really good core game and just mods making it way better. Kind of like Minecraft, where like the core of the game is really good, but like it has infinite potential with mods. Am I not good enough, sir? You are more than good enough. Your Skyrim character, no. Your Skyrim character is ugly as dog water. Please show me it with mods. Add in big titty predators. Think that's an actual mod? I would not be surprised. Core mentioned? No, Core was not mentioned. Get her out of here. We were playing Baldur's Gate yesterday. And like, the whole time, the narrative is like, you need to do this before this time runs out. The end of the world is happening. Okay, you've sped up the end of the world. You need to go solve it now. And Core and Freya are like, we gotta go. We gotta go right fucking now. No time to waste. We need to get there now. And I'm like, guys, like lore-wise, yes, but it's a video game. They're not going to soft lock us by making us doing literally 3 or 4 main bosses in a single long rest. And they were just like, well, that sounds like prior game knowledge. I'm like, guys, no, it's a video game, please. They're like, they wanted to fight the fucking Titan with no short rests, and like us having no fucking spells in the tank, and I'm like, dudes, please. They should have added an actual time limit. If they add an actual time limit, they should have shown like a way to know. Like in the Emerald, so like when you first get to the Grove, that could have been a thing for Honor Mode. That would have been really cool. If it's like in Honor Mode, most events have time limits. And so like you get to the Emerald Grove and they're like, the ritual will go on for 5 days. After that, the tieflings need to be gone by then. And so you know, there's a 5-day time limit. That way you don't get a Fusion TSK incident where they're like, we're casting the ritual right now, and any tiefling still here when we finish, we're killing. So he's like, shit, I gotta take care of this problem right now. And so Fusion literally ran a straight line to the Goblin camp, gets there at level 2, and gets his ass demolished. Not ideal. I think for a lot of the stuff in Act 2, Act 3, it could have been just like, hey, this needs to happen within 3 days. This needs to happen within 10 days. Give people a max of like 10 days per act. That'd be a really cool thing for Honor Mode. Have some fights have a turn timer? I don't know about a turn timer. That just sounds like more of an annoyance thing than an actual, like, difficulty thing. Because there's some people that, like, they just go through their turn really quick. And there's some people that don't, right? So, like, that would invalidate a lot of builds to have a turn timer. It's like, oh, never play a summoner build because they're going to take too long. Have it be generous, but it's just Lumen over. I don't like the idea of a turn timer because that's just going to invalidate half of the builds in the game. It just is going to make summons completely bad because you're going to fuck up the turn timer each time. Since some people get stressed if there even is a timer. That's just mean, Gale. Are we at 5 miles? We're at 4.8. I'm pretty sure we make it to 5 by the end of this video. Then we can take a load off. Nice, easy day. To just have a very generous timer that you probably won't hit, but have it be there to stress people. Actually, Gale, don't even have a timer, just have a countdown. But it's not counting down numbers, it's like just making clock noises. Like tick-tock, tick-tock. Or like a done, 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 done. And like every 10 seconds have it speed up a little bit, so it's like done, 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 done. And like, it just keeps getting faster. Just have a solid timer. The only way to slow it down is doing copious amounts of drugs. Oh my god. Yo, that orc yesterday cracked out of his mind on skooma. That guy was crazy. He literally just punched the shit out of 2 bandits. I need a drink. I don't know if you guys can hear my treadmill squeaking, but it is going ham right now. I don't know why I muted just now. I literally just muted myself and was like, I'm not getting a drink, I'm not clearing my throat. Why did I mute? I'm tired. I'm tired. But it's Monday. That means Aiko's gonna stream. I can fall asleep to that, so long as nobody does any channel points redeems for loud metal pipe. Oh my god. Hi, Rain. Treadmill going ham, but I want salami. Oh my goodness. That means Rain might be available today. That means I might get Rain cuddles. Oh shit. We're like the end of this video. Oh, we're golden for distance. Just to be sure, I'm gonna bump it up to 3. Just to be safe. We're at like 4.97. I just want to make sure we get to 5 by the end. Did I? I did. I did flip around my trackers. Oh god, is that it right there? No. We go further than that, right? I think I make it to 5 even if we do go past, or even if we do stop there, but... No, I think that's the gate. That is, like, where it ends. We're at 5 miles. I don't think we would have made it there if I hadn't boosted up to 3 miles per hour. Maybe we would have. No, I think we barely made it. Gervanian hinterlands. Can I pause from here? Nope. 5 miles. 5 miles exact. What is... Okay, you guys see Twilight Princess. I get to turn on the banger again. Good job, Ewan, you have done it. Well done. Thank you. Hi, Wrath. I think you were here earlier. You've been lurking. I'm so tired. We're gonna update the title. 5 miles. And now we rest. I feel like I did typos there. No, I didn't. Wrong me. We are going to open up a stream to spy on somebody. Yep. Okay. I need to fix trackers. I literally did 5 miles at no incline, and I'm just like tired from lack of sleep. Feels bad. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. I love this map. It's literally just like all of Breath of the Wild. Okay. Kind of want to just like run around this map for a bit. I don't know why. But like, we've got all this stuff out there. How do I leave this room? Whoa. I have fallen through the world. Yeah, B3. Orange personality. Are we on orange? No, we're blue. We are still falling. This is a long way to fall. Gerudo Desert. Oh, the teleports you go to are actually like the old teleports. That's neat. This would have been a cool exercise place with like that floating in the background and the Gerudo Desert there, or the Gerudo Temple. Dude, literally everything in this map is just a good place to like do stretches. Like Kakariko Village in the background there, or the fucking shrine like this. Fucking the Goron village here? Oh, maybe less so this one. Maybe there's somewhere like inside that would look cool. But we have the mart. I don't remember how to get inside. Doot, 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 doot. One of these is gonna get me up there eventually, right? Gonna be a door somewhere. Here's a door. I cannot go in. Alright, Death Mountain kinda sucked. But what about... Please select the right one. Oh. The bridge. Trying to like not click other windows. Lower Lanayru. What's Lake Hylia look like? These beats do go hard. The Malomart? What? Okay. That just teleports you back and forth. This wouldn't be a bad stretching spot. It's gonna freak me out if I go in the water. A little bit. But I want to know if you can go in the temple. I sent warning not safe for work. Okay. Is it a video or a picture? Why am I swimming down? Oh, I hate this. I want to see the Zora domain. I want to like work our way over there. I feel like they didn't put the temples in because we didn't have the sand temple. Yeah. This one is also just a brick wall. I'm literally too short to hit the top teleports. Oh, they just drop you in the water. Fucking assholes. Yes? That doesn't answer the question. Oh, I'm way above now. Haha. Would this be a good exercise point? Stretching point? Be like over here and have that? That kinda is. Snow Peak Mountain? It's okay. Not particularly crazy or anything. Wait. Where'd the door I came through go? All the way up here? Nope. Where's the door I just went through, huh? Did this thing? Yeah, okay. Or is the snow mansion there? Okay, Snow Peak is there. So the mansion's probably there too. Yeah, I probably have to like... I don't know if there's a teleport directly to the mansion. It looks like... Let's see. Mirror chamber? I don't think I can go straight to the mansion. But we need to know if we can. How much am I floating? I'm floating a lot. Alright. Maybe there's a teleport here. Hey! That's a good map maker. That's what you do. You put a teleport to the point of interest. Oh, you can go in and everything. Did you guys hate this dungeon or like it? I didn't particularly like it, but I didn't hate it. Oh, it seems very limited in what doors you can go into. I hated this room. This room in particular, dealing with the, this stuff up here. Fuck this. Fuck this chest right here. What other cool points are there? Horn Spring, Sacred Grove. There's no way this isn't a good stretching point. It's actually not that cool. I can go in the temple, right? Yeah, this kind of sucks here. Oh. Why didn't I hear my raid sounds at all? Wait. Oh, no. Okay. I accidentally clicked a different stream in Access Overlay, so I was like, what the fuck? Hi, Smug. Dungeon was fine. Hi, West. Why am I hearing that music? Oh my god. What is Malomart there inside the city? Let's go see. It was right here, right? Oh god. I think it's there, Gale. Oh, you can't go in. It's messed up. Oh, they're missing like half the city. I was like, I wonder if you can go to Agatha's place, and like, this is just gone. SMH, give us the brain rot song. Alright, we're going somewhere comfy. I'm done exploring this world. As much as I fucking love this world. I'm gonna exercise here like every day for the next week. Where are we going? Invite plus. Join. We're going to Wolfies. This is like one of my first maps that I remember. I spent so many hours here. You know what I'd always do? Whenever I was like fidgety and I like didn't know what to do with myself, I'd grab the earth and I would just slowly roll it out. I would just watch that go. Hi, Violet. The classic, it is. Here's a good... I use that. I use this. Okay. I'm not gonna use the couch today. I'm just gonna float in space, because that sounds heckin' cool to me. Then I gotta grab these. Oh my god, the Vexen. I know. Is this map always so quiet? The world sounds up to like 75%. I'm like, oh, that has me nervous. All persons using the to greet or introduce me are fangirling. The Violet Vexen, hello all. I need another window. Another window so I can spy on Proxy. Alright. Not sticking around today, but want to stop by and say good morning. Thank you. Good morning. Have a good rest. We didn't have too difficult of a walk today. I just didn't get enough sleep. And so, like, I started super energetic. But, like, an hour and a half in, I was just like, oh my god. I'm ready to fall asleep. I mean, who wouldn't fangirl for Vexen? I know. She sounds like so pretty and so strong at the same time. It's like, oh, how do you do that? Whoa. But don't tell her I said that. That's really embarrassing. Stop. Why? It's true. You know it. Violet is better than you would. Gail, we talked about this recently and how you shouldn't compare people, and that's messed up, and it makes people feel really bad when you compare them. Even though you're 100% right, you need to be considerate to others. Because compliments itch, the heck I do. It doesn't take much to be better than you. Jesus, Gail. Ow. I would be able to pick up and squish Elin. I'd fucking let Violet fold me like a lawn chair. And I'd thank her for it. Like a teddy bear? Hell yeah. That was mean. Gail's a little mean. That was a little bit more than usual. Was it mean? Yes, it was. Now I'm getting out for more compliment fly. Good luck. We can just DM you. Be nice to the steppy boy. Bye. Bye. Have a great day. Gail the bully. Kinda Gail. I would say so. I don't know. I think someone has to jab you sometimes, Elin, to be less of a bitch. Does it make me less of a bitch, though, Gail? Or does it make me more of one? Eventually you can take it. I feel like I can take it now, but the more it goes on, the more I'm like, oh, okay, this is getting hard. I've been making some progress of my own, too. I've gained 15 pounds in the last couple months. Hell yeah. I have the exercise part down, miss. I'm pretty sure I've told you the last time you were here, but like I can very easily do 5 miles. Even if it has incline, I can typically do that without too much effort. I might need a break or two. The last time we had 12 incline, I didn't need any breaks at all, and I was kind of proud of myself for that. It's the diet that's slowing me down right now. I'm still having a bit too many calories. I'm eating bean burritos, which each time I have a bean burrito, it's like 400-ish calories, and I'm eating 2 of those today. But then sometimes I'll also have a bagel, or I'll also have like Pop-Tarts. Um, and then I'll have like a small glass of milk with each of those, so it's like 4 glasses of milk a day. And I'm like, man, the actual calories I'm getting is like 1,400, which, hi Lomas, which when you look at things online that are like, hey, how do you lose weight? Well, if you're, this tall and this weight, you should be eating like about 1,600 calories or less and you'll lose weight. But the thing is, I'm fucking Northern European genes. And so I have a heritage of like, I have the genes that are like, oh, you come from a long line of people that ran from Vikings and a lot of like medieval wars in the dead of winter. So like you're losing calories. We're gonna like put you into super conservation calorie mode and keep you plump as a partridge. And it's like, oh, I hate this. Your body is designed for the plague. Yule is under eating. I'm snacking a bit more than I should. Yeah, I've been on that calorie deficit grind. Luckily, I've been pretty consistent the past few months. Hell yeah, those small things can rack up pretty fast. Have you been doing any low-calorie tortillas? They make dieting a lot easier. I haven't. Pog, I'm back for the end of stream. Your body is designed for the plague. Calories income. Yeah, there probably is some. What are you question marketing, Juice? Is that to Feet-chan? Or is that to me saying like Northern European genes make it harder to lose weight? I'm not saying it's impossible. It's just I've got a bit of genetics that make it a little difficult when I lose too fast. Do you want to know the real math? What? SMH my head, you literally don't know how many calories are in cum off the top of your head. Fake femboy. Wait, there's calories in cum? I've been guzzling that stuff. Nobody told me. No. Mochi scared. Mine's actually low calorie. I have no idea. I doing just a little bit of brief research. 1,600 calories is like eat less than this and you should lose weight. That was specifically if you're this height and getting, decent exercise, which, 5 miles of walking a day, I should be losing weight. I'm typically eating around 1,200, I think. 1,200, 1,400. It's just, Dylan, stop getting scammed by bloggers. Alright, Juice. You know more than the bloggers. That sounds really facetious, but I genuinely do believe that. How many calories should I be eating a day? You are eating too little. Same calories as Diet Coke. Juice, whatever calorie amount you tell me to eat, I'll eat. Because I'm actually going to the store today. So you tell me to eat that, I'll eat that. Low cal and sugar-free cum. 69 cals. You are eating too little. I am always about the gains. I am on that seafood diet. I see food and I eat it. You're probably light enough to start considering macronutrients. You should put your body fat percentage, height, and current weight into a calculator. I don't know how to figure out my body fat. No, so I haven't been dealing with hunger. In the first 100 days, walking is incredibly low effort. Evolution makes walking super easy. You don't really burn that much by walking. The incline makes it a bit harder, but still. So, hi Slayer, I can see how many calories I burn when I walk. So today we walked 5 miles, no incline, and I burned about 700 calories. Whereas if we did 5 miles with 12-degree incline, it'd be like 1,300. Random guess, 1,550 to 1,700. Can you guys see me jump? Oh, you can. Smart Scale can tell you. Come to my house and step on mine. Just chop off your leg. Fastest way to lose weight guaranteed. Scales tell you how much you weigh. That would be correct. From my experience, all the apps and machines that show how much you've burned overestimate the number a lot. So I technically have 2 calorie trackers. I have one that is through it's through an app that connects to Steam VR, and that's just going by my heartbeat. And so that is telling me 694 calories. If I looked at the treadmill, it'd probably be a little bit higher. It's probably going to tell me like 900 calories. So like 1,600 calories. How am I not losing weight by eating less though? From my experience, yeah, I read that. Hi Aeon. When I had the best results with losing weight, I was drastically under eating. I explained this before. All right, well, it's been 200 days and there's been a lot of it. Explain it again. It's not about eating less to lose weight. It's about eating the right amount. Well, I can lose weight by eating less. Like, I can literally starve myself and lose weight. Euland, you are at the edge of dying. I am definitely not at the edge of dying. You are starve mode? I'm not starve mode. If you're at 1,200 a day right now, that's too little and it's putting your body in survival mode, meaning your body just won't use it. Use the fat it's stored? Honestly, keeping a certain calorie deficit for a few weeks and weighing yourself every morning is the best way to find if you're in the deficit or surplus. Elin, starving to lose weight means you gain that weight immediately back, but I haven't. Okay, so with eating, I was eating 1 meal a day and drinking a lot of milk, and so that was probably like 2,000 calories a day, and I was losing weight, but I hit like 180 and stopped. And then I was like, okay, we're gonna cut out milk, and eventually I started cutting out like those meals and started eating like healthier, and I started eating a lot of beans, and I drastically lost weight. But for a while I was doing like when I had the best weight loss, I was doing a bowl of beans, rice, and ground beef and 1 glass of milk. And so it's probably like I forget the actual calorie count of that bowl. It was probably like 800 calories for the bowl and like 200, 300 calories of the milk. And that was like, I started shedding pounds. I would get really hungry though. I would be like, oh my god, I'm so hungry right now, but you know, the hunger is gonna go away in 20 minutes, so I'll be fine. And I was shedding pounds like that, and it's never come back. Since then, I've kind of broken it up into like 2 tortillas and a bagel, and you know, for a little bit, I was doing like 2 tortillas. I say tortillas, 2 burritos, which is 2 tortillas and a can of beans, a bagel, and like 1 packet of Pop-Tarts. And I've just literally stayed at 155. It's not like I'm not going up in weight at all. You literally said your body is on the, oh, we have no food. We keep fat mode. I'm here after Stir and I are finished playing Power World for now. You have to stop dieting for the weight to come back, lol. Yullin's full of beans. You have like maybe a 900 calorie deficit right now. Gonna look like a giant tall person, Yulin, if you do this often. Yulin, you are still starving yourself. It comes back when you stop. Hi, Fluffy. Yuli question gaming one, can I? Yeah, you can ask any question. I mean, so long as it's Twitch TOS, it's okay. Twitch TOS and whatever my rules are, I don't remember them off the top of my head. Like, yeah, you can ask any question. Do you play The Isle? Nope. I feel like I've heard of it, but I can't think of it right now. It comes back when you stop. We're not planning to stop, though, so I'm okay with that. How about Divinity? I have played Divinity 2. I've played it a lot. I have like 1,000, 1,200 hours on Steam in Divinity 2 Original Sin Definitive Edition. I've never played Divinity 1. That is a game I've actually beaten 5 times. We were talking about it earlier. I've done 2 2-man playthroughs and 3 4-man playthroughs. Elon when he's being unhealthy and could be healthier and also drink milk. Okay, no more question, thank you. You can ask any question you want. If you think of another, go ahead and shoot it off. Did you see them yet? I didn't. I assumed they were videos, so I didn't look at them. Here, we'll do this window so I can keep looking at chat. I made memes. Could have sworn I left my phone in here. Yeah, I'm into NFTs. Nice femboy thighs. I have a question, Beachan. Hi, Strog. Is this you or like stuff you're finding online?
Hi.
This one. I looked at the first 2. I'm gonna look at more later. 3-man? Did I say 3-man? I'm at 4-man. I have Divinity and I have never played it, LL. It's on my list to do at some point. Since you let me. Is Dead Space considered horror game to you, Yuli? I consider Lethal Company and Subnautica horror games. So yes, Dead Space is very much horror. A friend I made for them? Okay. You want to do more aggressive weight loss stuff at the start, which you're doing, but you should start shifting to more sustainable ways of losing weight, since then your body will stop panicking and you won't suddenly gain a ton if you ever want to take a little break. So I just hate it that like eating more. Should I just start fucking chugging milk again like I used to? Because I'd love to do that. I fucking hate drinking water compared to milk. What is there a calorie amount that you guys think I should be shooting for? Or do you need more information given like the body fat percentage? 1,500? I thought Juice said I was in like a 900 deficit, and I was like, what the hell? If you can tolerate low fat, absolutely have some milk. I can. You play Sea of Thieves and Tarkov. If you do, does Sea of Thieves rage you more than Tarkov or more than the other way? I've never played either of them. I was very, very interested in Sea of Thieves, but then they don't have a PvE mode. They only have PvP. And then recently they came out with Safer Seas, which was like, hey, here's the PvE mode you always wanted. And it's dog shit. And I was like super excited, and then I learned about what it actually was. So I was like, oh, they can go fuck themselves. 1,500 to 17.5. Wait, say again, I was switching sound. Is there a calorie amount that you think I should be shooting for? Given that I'm 5'7", I'm 155 pounds, would you need body fat percentage to like give a better calorie amount? Yes, but that's just me throwing a ballpark number. No, I posted a calculator, but Automod stopped it. Automod stopped it, huh? Did you post it here or in Discord? Why did it stop you here? My Automod literally doesn't block links. I'm 27 years, 110 kg, 1,600 cal daily limit has been pretty sustainable, and the extra weight is going away pretty quickly. I said 1,600. I need to measure your metabolism to give you the exact amount. Okay. Your bullshit watch. Okay. It seems to have worked non-dairy. Wow, okay, I'm clipping the other one. Give me a sec. The range was... Okay. Yeah. I was just wondering if, like... Because I knew you said that earlier, Juice. I was just like, is this you guessing, or is this what I should shoot for, or did you need more info? I don't know. That was just me verifying. I will try and calculate out 1,600 calories. And I will start doing exactly that each day. I stopped gaming question and lurk since it seems like serious topic. Thanks for your time, Yuli. Lurk. Okay. The topics change pretty fast, and typically I can like wib wobble between a topic. They're posted in your Discord. It totally blocked me. That's really funny, non-dairy. It shouldn't have blocked you. I don't know why it did. $900 calorie deficit was you losing slow weight at 2,000, now eating 1,200. I see. Did we talk about the Cell and Niji drama? A little bit. My joke, Pixel, has been I can't wait for VShojo to announce their new Galactic Kirin VTuber in the next few days. 500 calorie deficit is what to shoot for when losing weight. Okay, so is that with heavy exercise or like medium exercise? And what would you call like 5 miles walking? What would you consider that like exercise wise? Is that medium or heavy? Shoujo retirement home real. Oh, Proxy's just on a BRB screen. have to AFK after this race. Have to deal with home intruder. Home intruder? Huh? Has he got like a fucking squirrel in his house? Hi, Dehi. Hello, Boomer Gamer. You chose the words that would hurt me the most. I'm 5'11" and 185 pounds. I eat around 3K calories a day to gain any weight, but I do 1.5 hours heavy exercise every day. You should never reduce your calorie intake more than 30% of your total intake. So if you're taking in 2K, then cutting 600 calories will force your body into survival mode and will not come out until you allow more food like camels building a hump to survive the desert. Niji Sanji is the tutorial to Corpo VTubing. Bishojo and Hololive are the proper thing. Roxy the cutest grandpa. Chatting. Asmongold has intruders. Technically that cockroach video is from a year ago. But also, he lives in Texas. It's hard in Texas, Feetchan. They just have cockroaches, and you can't keep them out. You can spray every 3 months, and you'll get a lot of them dead in your house. But like, there's cockroaches in Texas. It fucking sucks. I lived on the 3rd floor of an apartment building, and I still would get cockroaches like once every 2 weeks in my apartment in the summer. They just have cock. I don't know what you mean with the medium. That sounds like some guru telling you how to get 6-pack abs easy, 5-mile walk, good amount. So, okay. When I was looking at, like, how many calories should you be intaking to lose weight, it was like, are you getting no exercise? Are you getting moderate exercise? Or are you getting heavy exercise? And so I was like, okay, different levels of exercise will influence how many calories you want to take in. I focus less cardio, though. This is why cal cycling is the correct way to watch your food intake. Look it up. You're supposed to have days of overeating and days of undereating. Feeling that is the bloggers. I don't care that it was the bloggers' juice. This was just my first look, and I am asking you about it now. This is like, is there a difference, or no, this doesn't matter? It should just be like does the calorie intake, is that affected at all by exercise at all? I can never get pronouns working. I can't get pronouns working strong. I've got the thing in the about section. I don't know what's going on with it. I can't get it working either. I updated it a little too soon. Anyone who does heavy exercise puts time into, yes, there is a difference. Is this? I've got it on auto level, so no. Okay. It was bugging me how much my camera was like tilted. Okay.
Gotta go put beans and rice in containers.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
But you're burning calories, not the most important. Pronouns, how do they work? But pure burning calories, not the most important. We'll be gone now. Bye, Aeon. I was just wondering, Juice, like, is there much of a difference? I'd imagine it's not the most important, but it would affect the calculation a little bit. So, like, if somebody was doing no exercise, if they were just sedentary, it'd be like, eat 1,400 calories a day. Whereas, like, if somebody was doing heavy exercise, it's more like 1,700, 1,800. Good luck on whoever you raid, since I'll be leaving stream open, but gone to do stuff. Okay. Health-wise and strength-wise, not big man, but string enough to stand is very important. Okay. You know, I'd honestly just try to get your calories up to 1,500 to 700. See how that is, since you're almost at the point where your body doesn't have much weight to drop. I'm at the high end of normal weight, so I'm no longer considered overweight, I think. I'm considered like normal weight, but I'm at the top end of it. I'm very close to overweight. Is that like up, say, for pure burning calories? Is that like you say for pure burning calories? I'm struggling with that sentence, Juice. So, minor segue. If you want to have a convo about nutrition and proper personal training, we can chat. Are we Star Wars this week? Maybe a little bit. I'm trying to be as like nutritional as I can on dairy, but if it's a food I don't like, I'm not gonna force myself. You know what I've been trying to tell you is you gain weight but lose stomach. I don't want to gain weight. I just want to lose stomach. Well, I want to lose weight and lose stomach, but if I lost stomach, that'd be the most important thing. But okay. You need muscle to keep losing weight, that's why I'm asking. I mean, so here's the thing with nutrition non-dairy. I'm eating a shit ton of beans because that's like the healthiest thing that I don't hate eating. You want to gain butt? I'd love to gain butt, but it's more important for me to lose stomach. Better lose yourself in the music the moment you own it. Better never let it go. Go! Only get one shot, do not miss a chance to blow. The opportunity comes once in a lifetime, yo. I like the other version more. Mom's spaghetti. Mom's spaghetti, mom's spaghetti. Literally can't without weight for into, but you know, I wouldn't worry too much about weight since you're going to want to start gaining muscle mass soon, which is more denser and heavier than fat. Maybe. I honestly just don't care about the muscle. I just want the tummy to go down a little bit. The less butt you have, the more belly you will get. The man's crux. Huh. Legit not making this up. It's a balancing around the pivot point of the hips. Oh. Developing muscle will help reduce fat too. Alright. Alright. I'm not gonna start like doing fucking push-ups, I'll tell you that. I don't care if I like... I don't want to be top heavy. Fake news, men first get belly, then get ass. When belly too fat, you will not become too bulky, don't worry. I worry about getting too bulky more than I should. I feel like to like really bulk up, I'd have to do more than what I'm imagining. Well, time to get it dumpy, I guess. Bodyweight exercise will not make you too heavy. Literally impossible to have bulk without so much more into searching. I'm not talking the big bodybuilder muscle, like just lean muscle mass you get from light exercise, like walking and bodyweight exercise. Even lightweight will not make you top heavy. You would need 3,000 calories a day. Oh, okay. I'm gonna look at that calculator, but I think the number that I'm gonna shoot for is 1,600. Off work finally? Hell yeah. I'm gonna very strictly look at like breaking down 1,600 calories a day. I think I'm gonna do that. If I remember correctly, the tortillas I've been eating are like 210, and a can of beans is 3.5 servings of 110 calories. So that's 330 plus 55, so 385. I feel like I'm off on that. Net negative UU. I did 1,000, 1,200 calorie a day when I was losing weight. Yeah, that's what I'm doing about now, Tucanu. Hi, Tucanu. And they're all yelling at me and saying I'm doing it wrong. You'll 98% chance you gain 3 pounds. Keep going with it. Okay. I mean, so what matters is the stomach going down. If I go like back up to, I don't know, let's say 160, 170, but the tummy's down, I'll be fucking happy. The actual number of my weight, I don't care super a lot about. It's just like the belly. Which the belly's gone down a lot. I look down at it and I'm like, oh man, it's still so big. But like, I'm at the point where like, if I suck it in, it's flat. It is just fucking flat. And that's not a thing I could do before. It'll go back down, but now in a healthy manner. Also, if you want to start doing squats and planks and such to keep the exercise easy with different variations, just keep the exercises very long so you won't get big, just defined. So here's the thing, miss. We've tried doing squats, but it's really fucking hard with the walking because obviously 5 miles is all in the legs, and then when I do squats, it like kills my legs. And so in the past, I tried doing the 5 miles, and then I would do 50 squats. And after 2 days of that, my legs were fucking dead for a week. They were so sore and in pain. You know what I'm going to say? I do. Maybe the mistake was doing it 2 days in a row, but doing the squats after the walk was like fucking rough. After that, we tried doing like easing into the squats. So it'd be like I do the 5 mile walk and then I do 10 squats. And then when 10 squats was getting easy, we'd do 15. But I feel like my consistent everyday style is just not good for this. But I struggle when it's not an everyday consistent style. Why do 50? Just do 20? Because 20 feels inconsequential. 20 feels like nothing. As for planking, we do 2 minutes of planking at the start of every stream. We do our stretches for the first 10 minutes, and I have built up to 2 minutes of planking every day. I make memes and edit them, usually not safe for work memes or cute ones like that cheapy choppa one I sent. Hell yeah. Congrats on the tummy, you'll get rid of the rest soon. Probably not healthy, but you could see my rib cage my whole life. Don't necessarily just do squats, I would suggest doing core workouts instead after walks. I can make 20 annihilate you? Man, I hate gym. I want to get in better shape. I don't know what exercises to do, etc. 20 guys, not a problem. 50 though? I'm really, really bad with weekly schedules. And I'm very, very good with daily schedules. And so I always want exercises that are things that like I can do every day. I haven't found a good balance for squatting with that. I also haven't tried to find a good balance with that. 20 would be inconsequential if you didn't walk 5 miles before. Make sure you're getting your side planks and either crunches or straddle holds in there too. I've only been doing the planks. I haven't been doing like all the other stuff. I know about side planks. I haven't done those at all. Straddle this soon. Oh my god, I'm so tired. Where should we go? Who's live today? Monday movies. Mummies and a luchador. Oh shit. Euland, if we watch the video together. Is it the video you already sent me? That weird one? Yeah. I don't know how helpful that video is going to be. Thanks for streaming you. I'm not quite ending yet. I'm a little indecisive on like where to go. I'm looking at who's live. What is this person doing? Title doesn't tell me enough. Go to Monty. Been a while. And I'm gonna fall asleep. Behavior. Anchor world. Oh wait, actually. Let's look at this one. Yeah. Alright. We're gonna go to Monty. I think she's doing a singing day. Oh, that means she's gonna sing to me when we get there. Hell yeah. Satanya cried. Thanks for streaming. And thank you for popping in and saying hi. It's always a treat to see you. Hopefully I can start making these streams more often. Whatever works best for you. Where is this? Flash Raid. Monty Vocal. She has changed her name again. I don't really know why. I liked Lemon Tea. Did I spell that right? I did. Monty's singing. She's actually like, she's legit professional VA for some anime and does like a lot of oh my god, I'm mind blanking. A lot of like cover songs on YouTube. Her voice is beautiful and she's really nice. That being said, thank you everybody for keeping me company. We did 5 miles. We're gonna do more tomorrow. If you like the walking videos, they're in links down below. I love you. Bye.
Arms will hold you, keep you safe and